announce the wonderful Kinsman!
Bit of visual comedy for you there, folks. Right, so I do this thing at the moment where I like to start sets with a poem that I've never read before. Ooh. So does anybody remember that video of just a fox wandering around the National Portrait Gallery at night? No, just me. Well, this poem's really an allegory for my feelings about Brexit. Yay! Hey! This is called Portrait of Elizabeth with Urban Fox. She makes her way past Shakespeare, Newton, to stop beneath your picture. Inky paws at rest, muzzle raised as if the musty air carries still the stench of talc and lead. The rot beneath the russet is a thing she cannot know, how your teeth cracked and fell as ruins unspoken, how the artist froze upon your face. That moment you came down from the hill as flame itself. War, in the cymbal crash of horse hooves tearing earth asunder, the orb heavy in your hands, as you sang the body politic, cried, all England is here between these thighs. But still, with yellow eyes she stares and finds no woman there within that frame, just paint, and turns to make her bed beneath some lesser man. So when you try poems for the first time and stuff like this, sometimes it works well and sometimes it becomes how to alienate your audience 101. Who knows what a found poem is?
Wait.
Okay, for those of you that don't, a found poem is a poem that you make up of words that you find elsewhere. The title of this one gives away where I found mine. This is called Things Men Have Said to Me. You can be so delightfully cold sometimes. Cold, literally and figuratively. You are so much cooler than I thought you were. You have amazing breasts. This isn't making you feel attractive to the world. I know what I'd like to do tonight. I didn't know English girls had asses like that. If you stay, I'm going to ask to fuck you. People won't be taking drugs and having sex in the street yet anyway. I bet you'd also like to see my coffee table. To be honest, I have a much nicer bed. You have beautiful thighs. Don't fall in love with me. Do you mind if I go? I was holding on to my testicles the whole time, big, sweaty, meaty balls. Taking you alone outside was a weird thing to do, but for some reason I thought it was right. I do sometimes just decide I just need to be alone, though I would never leave anyone by themselves. I want to leave you in no doubt that there exists no sexual feeling between us. You're a lot like my sister. It's because you're young and hormonal. I'm basically on break with a girlfriend at the moment. I've also been making an effort to distance myself from everyone I met at uni. I'm just messing, Amy. Why can't you flirt? Girlfriend is a stupid word. I'm a fascist. Is that why we can't have sex? I don't think sleeping together broke the friendship, as you say. So in what way was that a mistake? Because as far as I'm concerned, it was just a thing that happened. I completely understand why you've asked me to stay away from you for a while. It's entirely your choice. But I feel it was merely a miscommunication after the fact. However, I do think certain aspects of things need to be explained. I actually know a disappointing amount of swingers. I was aware that there may have been greater forces at work the other night. I'm faintly aware I need to stop drinking as much as I am. I feel that I never really made any friends. White, straight men are the most prejudiced against group in the modern day. Feminism has gone too far. If women can't climb the career ladder, it's their own fault for having babies. I think you'll change your mind about having them one day. I think you could break me. But you're wrong. I could break you. I would never hit you. This is compromise. This is how they treat women in my family. She deserved it. She got on his nerves. She was irritating and talked too much. They were as bad as one another. She engineered the divorce because it suited her. I need to know if it's bad, what you need to talk to me about. Why would you talk about that? I must ask how much you have discussed what I said last night. Please don't write a poem about me. Okay, but don't expect me to publish it. Have I done something wrong? I just don't understand where this has come from. I don't know how I can help. How am I not respecting you? Hey, just out of interest, was I lacking a big, sweeping gesture, or were you just not interested in me? Are we still friends? The funniest line I've ever written is "I'm a feminist." Okay, so as some of you probably know, and some of you may have gathered, I am non-binary. I use they/them pronouns, and I identify as gender fluid, which means I'm sometimes a guy, sometimes a girl, sometimes whatever, doing other things. So this is a poem about that, and it has the rather pretentious title of "Speak Now, Tiresias, thy duty is to tell me," but none of you are going to know what that means, so I'll just move on. The most complex of rituals, it takes 5 full days. Every incantation, another rivulet of blood down thighs as fat tears cried over pain. I am sloughing off womanhood, removing the pith of femininity as if this unpeeling reveals the boy beneath, tenderest of fruit. They will call me sweet boy, honey boy, beg. Let me taste you, you'll soak on my tongue like wine. Come, let me take communion between your thighs. Don't you want to be bubblegum, little prince? Don't you want what we can give? But the change never sticks. The salt of my satisfaction, proof that I cannot uphold my end of the bargain, and I am woman again, smashing my fist dust against the prison of this existence. There is something that throbs here, some hunger insatiable while I picture myself mannequin smooth, the price of the exchange. I must tell you that this undoing does not come lightly, but thick and fast as crimson emulsion makes me sick, anemic, and has no sense of irony for when I tell you that there is more to this desire than the boy, more than his giggling as he spins in his Sunday school dress, more than smeared lipstick, more than wanting men, wanting penetration as little boy Lazarus, begging to be made new again. She is always there, sure and certain as the moon's orbit. He gropes for her hand and she bares her teeth, her wolfish grin spread wide for love of him. And if you'll hear the truth, it's the hand of God upon the zip, who slips off my skin so you can see them both in all their wild nakedness, the juice of the fruit sticky down your chin. Ask me again what pleasure is, where you'll find it. It's here, at the tip of the tongue, how my name echoes in the rattle of your throat. I will unpick the stitches that seal your mouth shut. Listen to the fluttering wings of your questions as they burst forth from open lips. But I will not play these idle games of choice and chance. I curry favour with neither God nor man. You know when Rob said, does anybody actually celebrate Easter? And just me raised my hand. Time for some religion! I do this sequence of poems where I rewrite the apostles as modern figures. And if you know me and my weird opinions on shit, it's gay! This is John. In the night, his body is warm as any man's. You place your ear to his chest, listening for thunder, for birdsong, for a newborn screaming, and hear only his heart beating, slow, steady breath. It's so easy to love him like this. Fingers and mouth, voice and vision, present beside you. But this morning, you watched Lazarus climb out of the earth, beloved, all rot and spasms, beloved, colour seeping back into the skin, beloved, because his God commands it. This God here in the bed. And there's something in his eyes already broken, like time stretched taut and snapped. If you ask me to die for you, I'll do it. If I ask you to survive for me, could you do it? In the next room, Lazarus sits so violently awake, so unfamiliar, like he left the man in his grave. How foolish it is to pray, and yet still you whisper, don't ask me to. Don't ask me to. Being kind of from a queer and religious background, you may have gathered I have like a complicated relationship with things. One of which is my mother. But like when we finally kind of had that conversation about queerness, it kind of came through the medium of music. And if I can find this fucking poem, I'll do it for you. Here we go. This is called Don't Leave Me This Way. There's a place at the bottom of my mother's lungs for the communards cover. A belt, a shriek, a hallelujah over those high notes, the steering wheel, her dance partner as she sings, her mouth so wide open, I think her soul might fall out. When I tell her her taste in music is pretty gay, she thinks a moment, then says, I guess you're right. In my dad's car, the CD player's jam full of Stooges, Bunnymen, Sex Pistols, but I remember timing the ride to church in tracks of Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. At 6 years old, Holly Johnson's cackle rocking my baby queer bones. An earthquake caught on record. At that age, when I pictured dancers, I left out the thinness. How their clothes ate them up. Everyone looks pallid under neon lights. Everyone shakes like the spirits entered them in those disco cathedrals. Eats of the body, loves, loves, loves. Screams out their hymn. Don't leave me this way. Don't leave me this way. Don't leave me this way.